guys, Joebizz34 back again. Got another cool review to give to you. This one done by a smaller, more underground company called VTS, and they have come out with a 1/6 Wasteland Ranger, as they call it. But looking at it, I think we all know who it is. I'm a big fan of the original movies back in the day, and this movie was a great Mad Max Fury Road, which is what this version is representing. And I thought they did a great job with the movie that came out last summer or last spring, whatever. And you know, Tom Hardy, who played Bane, as we know, also in The Dark Knight Returns, did a great job filling in the role here as Mad Max. And you know, I really enjoyed the movie, and I kind of, you know, because the movie was done well and done with care, you kind of forget while you're watching it that, yeah, he's replacing, you know, somebody else, which is a good thing. So I'm looking forward hopefully, there's rumors they're going to do another one. I think it's actually called Wasteland. I think Mad Max Wasteland or something like that. And I'm looking forward to that. I hope they do another sequel with him. I think he did a great job. And they did a good job of introducing some old and new. Kind of like how the new Star Wars movies are going, you know, where they're being nostalgic and they're showing you some things, but at the same time they're introducing new things. The new villain in this film was great, but yet, you know, you see his classic car for a bit, you know, that kind of stuff. So they do a great job, and there's little things, little Easter eggs in there that kind of give the older ones shout-outs, but without, you know, completely copycatting it. They you know, do a good job making it its own as well. I saw it in 3D. The 3D was awesome, but it's a good movie either way. What I like about this movie, and I'm going to discuss this more, you know, in other reviews I do about certain characters. It seems that the trend right now, like what I was mentioning with the newer Star Wars movies in my other vid, and you know, whatever's going on right now. It seems that Hollywood has learned their lesson with overexposing CGI and overusing CGI. When CGI first came about and they started kind of perfecting it, and we all know George Lucas went nuts with it, you know, with the prequels, like I mentioned before. They in the 90s, in the mid to late 90s, and in the early 2000s, they went a little nuts with the CGI because they started to think, oh, you know, we could save so much money on, you know, practical effects and special effects. We can make anything we want happen. The problem is that it still wasn't quite there, and it doesn't work. And when you see these movies from the mid-90s and early 2000s, they kind of have a little bit of a wear and tear on them already. Like, you can kind of tell that it's dated a bit. That you can say, well, it's CGI, but it's dated CGI. So, like the newer stuff now, and like with this film, with Mad Max, you know, there's a lot of stunts, a lot of action in it, and they could have took the easy way out and went a lot of CGI. And with like any film, they're still using it in spots, but they've learned how to blend it in with real life looking stuff, practical effects and stunts and things that are really happening to give you that sense that you're watching something real. And that's what I love. And this movie is a perfect example of that because, you know, I'm sure there was CGI used, obviously, you know, in places, but it's used to help the film, not to create the whole film, you know, to enhance. And the fact that they did a lot of practical effects and they coordinated and did a lot of the stunts that you saw in the film, and you're seeing real props blowing up and real cars crashing and, you know, that kind of stuff, it really made the film, you know, shine to me, which is kind of ironic because that's what they said in the film. Oh, it's so chrome, so shiny. So yeah, the film was shiny. It was so chrome and so shiny. But anyway, getting back to the figure, which is why I'm really doing the film, VTS does a great job here. Now, there was another figure that was released a few months prior to this one that came out by Art Figures, and that looks good as well. And I was originally going to get that one. This one, to me, is higher quality. It's a little more detailed. The clothes and the accessories and everything has a little bit more of a professional, almost like a Hot Toys kind of effect to it. The clothing, I think, on the Art Figures, at least from what I could tell from pictures, is a little more screen accurate to the film, whereas his outfit, his leather jacket and pants, are very weathered in the film, almost a brownish color because it's so dusty and dirty, and I might weather this figure up and do that, but at the same time, this has better quality stuff, and nothing a little weathering can't fix. I think the head sculpt and the accessories and the clothing and overall, the whole figure here looks, superior than the Art Figures version. Now, the Art Figures version is very nice, but I prefer this one, and when I saw the pictures, I decided to wait for this one. This one is slightly more expensive, so you're getting more what you pay for, but I think that ultimately this is the better figure to go. However, if you got the other figure and wanted an alternate look, like with him wearing his mask, without the jacket on, or you want to customize the other one and maybe make a hybrid, that might be a fun project to do, to kind of take the best parts of what you like of that figure and maybe the best parts of what you like about this figure. However, there's nothing I really don't like about this figure. The one thing I didn't like about this figure that I'll get into, and I'm going to get the camera in there, is this. Okay? This took me almost a day and a half to put the figure together. And because they give you a ton of accessories and no guidance, no instructions, nothing. So it's kind of like they're saying, you know what, you figure it out. But, they give you a place for everything to go, pretty much. But I guess it's left up to the person, the interpretation of the person, to use or not use whatever you're given. I basically went by visual of pictures I saw on the web and the proto pictures of it, promo shots and all that. And I basically pieced everything together as best as I could, figuring out from other pictures, on the web of what was there. It comes with a nice stand there. As you can see, it says Wasteland Ranger, but we know who it is. And there's the classic gun right there that was used even in the older films. The shoes, and you can see it comes with the awesome metal mask that he's wearing, for the first portion of the film. And I decided to work that into the display where he's kind of holding it, or it's like right after he got it off finally. And he's all geared up here. Now, there's different parts in the film. You can have him geared up, or you can have less on him if you want to go by earlier scenes in the movie before he kind of put all this on. This is more representing later in the film when he's basically prepared for battle and he's joined forces with the rest of the group that's trying to fight against Joe, the villain, and he's basically all geared up and ready to fight and go. So you have right here a knife that comes that you can put in a slot there. There's some extra bullets that I put on the side there, the little gold bullets right there. I'll get in there, as you can see. Extra clips, as you can see, hanging out there. It comes with the vest, comes with all these pockets and everything on it. You just have to kind of add the equipment to it and the weapons. There's a string and rope that you see on the top of his shoulder there. Like I said, more clips. And again, I pretty much basically winged it, as far as where to put everything. So there we go. Pretty cool. And the head sculpt is kind of nice. I would say that the head sculpt is a little, it's very natural looking, very good. Like I said, almost Hot Toys or Enterbay or 3.0 or whatever, other companies out there, quality. The head sculpt has a good likeness to him. However, I think in the promo shots it was a little more extreme. Like you could see the wound by his eye there. Let me see if I'll put it down, see if I could zoom in. And I think it's more subtle in the final product. So the face sculpt could use a little maybe touch up, but I think it already is zoomed in. So let me physically pick up my web camera here. Kind of see if you can get in there and see the wound by his eye there. Although nice, it's like it's not as noticeable, but it is there. So I might be able to I might want to bring that out more, maybe weather him up a little more. And his beard, although very nice, you could see kind of like the 5 o'clock shadow thing going there. But again, I think the beard could use a little more, maybe a once over, kind of to make it a little more noticeable. But the outfit and the clothes and everything else is very accurate. I'm going to spin him around here. You can see the back of him. I mean, it comes with his famous shoulder, football shoulder guard there, and his backpack. Like I said, all the gear. Comes with the cloth that he wears around his face, that he could use as like a mask when he has to cover up from, when he's in the desert, dust or dirt or whatever. I mean, again, it comes with a lot of stuff. And when you open the box, I mean, look at the artwork on the box is pretty cool too, as you can see. Very nice. Goes perfectly with the theme. See the little village in the back there. I guess what they call the cars and stuff. And the rifle's pretty neat. You can see the rifle there. And he's very posable. I mean, you can lift his arm up, down. I mean, he's on a very good quality, sturdy body. Like I said, feels very Hot Toyish. I don't feel denied at all. Let me see if I can get out here a little bit. Zoom out. Here we go. And overall, it's just a well done figure. But like I said, you really have to work for it. You really have to work for it. It doesn't come easy. He doesn't come out of the box ready to go. I mean, he's fully dressed as far as his jacket, shirt. And again, you could take stuff off if you want to put the metal mask on. The metal mask is wearable to put on his face sculpt if you wanted to go for that look. Whether you have it with the jacket on or off, like he was seen earlier in the film. But it's a complete figure. Like I said, it's like putting together a model kit. You kind of have to take the time to just put everything together and figure out where everything goes. There's like 1 or 2 items I ended up not using because I really just couldn't be bothered to figure out where it went, and I didn't see it anywhere. It's like just like an extra little pouch or pocket or something, very small. And then there was like these extra of these gold bullets here that I didn't see anywhere in the pictures or anything, so I'm not sure where else to put them. And maybe they're just spares. But overall, based on what I've seen online and in the promo shots and how I have him now, it's pretty complete. He comes with a hand pistol too here, which I put in his holster right there. There's his handgun. Again, I'm not even sure if it was supposed to go there, but that's where I decided to put it. And then you can see here, there's, like I said, more clips. And I just tried to match it up as best as possible to what I saw. Because, again, no instructions. No instructions or no kind of guide to where to put anything. So I recommend, if you get this figure, take your time, do it slow, follow what you see in photos online. Maybe, look up a YouTube video of, somebody that shows you how to put everything together. I didn't do that. Maybe I should have. I wanted to kind of figure it out for myself and make it my own way. And for people that maybe need some, like again, the vest you could just put on, and you just need to put all the gear. There's like that green little tin pack there that goes there, according to the pictures. There's a little side clip. You can see a little handgun clip right there I put on the side. 2 clips there. 2 more clips there. I mean, like everywhere there's clips. There's another 2 clips to the right there with these little, like I said, bigger shotgun bullets or whatever those are. The handgun I put inside there. The knife goes into there. And more shells or regular bullets. More like I said. So, you can figure it all out. You just have to have some patience. And that's it. Another nice quick review. This is the 1/6 Wasteland Ranger. That is the interpretation representing Mad Max from Fury Road, Tom Hardy. And I give it 2 thumbs up. It's a great looking figure. It's kind of like a payoff when you finally finish putting it together. It's kind of nice to see it all, come together, as you can see there. And, there's several ways you can, obviously pose him. And I might change his look or pose at some point. And you can have a lot of fun with it, It's durable. It's not like, it's tedious to put the equipment on, but it's not like, it's not ultra fragile. The figure is very durable. It's a very sturdy figure. Oh, and of course, how can I forget, it comes with his knee brace with the straps. And by the way, that did come already on, so I didn't have to deal with putting that on, which is nice. But the details there is very nice. You could see on the side there. So, overall, I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I'm taking a half a star away because I think it should have had instructions to help you put all the stuff on. But other than that, and maybe that, like I said, the paintwork and the weathering could have been maybe slightly more on the clothes and stuff. But again, easy fix. So for that, I take a half a star away, but from a perfect score. But other than that, it's awesome. And I say, if you're a fan of this movie or you're a fan of the character, go out and get this. It's a good deal. See you next time, guys. Joebizz34. Peace out.